Hey guys, it's Jimmy here and welcome back to Assetto Corsa for another video. Now today we're in a rather crowded track day server to drive this bad boy, the Porsche 911R. Now I've always thought that Kunos do their road cars just that little bit better than their racing cars, and this car is no exception. In fact, I'd probably say this is my favourite car in the third Porsche pack. I like it that much. So what we're doing, a little bit of a change of pace, just from driving into AI, driving on our own. We're going to be doing a lap of the Nordschleife tourist circuit here, which is bridge to gantry with other drivers around us. Should hopefully be fun. Hopefully no one will crash into us, fingers crossed. And yeah, I'll give you my comments of the car and tell you why I like it so much. Then the quickest guy in the 911R so far on the server is this fella here, Humza667. He's on a 707, which is really damn quick. I won't get anywhere near that, I don't think. If I can get under 7 minutes 10, I'll be very happy, but of course that means no traffic, and that means me driving perfectly as well whilst commentating, which is unlikely, but it's good to have a goal. And just making our way out of the car park now, going through the toll gate. Luckily I haven't got to pay that every time we go through, otherwise I'll be skimped by now. Also I've ruined a great deal of cars around here. I'm sure they wouldn't want me to come back. Anyway, it doesn't matter. First gear. Let's get ready for our lap, shall we? Timing starts just as we go underneath this bridge here. Take as much speed as we can. Going underneath it, 180k is not a bad starting speed at all. Now, think ahead to the first couple of corners. Lots of speed in this car and lots of braking capability, so there you go. Braking a straight line, third gear. Braking a bit early there, if anything, but it's for safety. Rear end not quite warmed up yet, so not wanting to follow me through. I'm going to try and almost touch that barrier on the right. I didn't quite manage it. A bit wide there, but we're okay. Got a car behind us, which is cool. Someone to follow us around. I think it's another 911R as well, so it'll be good racing. Kicking the back end around there in second gear, always very satisfying. Traction control off. This corner not so much. Trying to get this right. Guy in front of us didn't. Big cloud of smoke there on the exit. Again through here, just try and brake in a straight line. Car off to the left there. Like his friend's going to wait for him. Not a good place to wait though. Try and get the best line I can with a car slow on the circuit. Take big chunks out of a curb usually, but just trying to get a nice clean line through here at the moment. Curb just like to upset the car. Ooh, a bit too far to the left there, but we're okay. Third gear carrying us through. Third gear really is MVP in this car. Second part of this circuit is pretty much entirely in third gear. It's great fun. We'll go down to fourth just before we land. It's like I mashed the gearbox a bit there. A bit too enthusiastic on my fourth gear change. Wasn't too quick through there, really shouldn't have touched that curb on the inside, but real good. Still going. Up to fifth gear. I really love the way this car moves around. Just feels so natural. Makes driving it such a joy through there, having to get on the brake. And back into fifth gear. You can brake really late for this corner. ABS does all the job for you. Keep it in third gear. Gravity will help us downhill. There you go. Saves us hitting second and getting possible wheel spin. Flying down the hill again. This car is so alive around here, moving around so much fed back in the wheel. This makes sense. Fourth gear, throw it inside. Oh, a little bit fast through there. Again, just in panic there, messing up the gear change a bit, but not doing too bad. So easy to crash through there. It's just the beginner's trap is through there. So easy to go off. Especially running this car without traction control. You can run it with traction control, that is how it comes as factory, but I find myself to be a bit quicker without it. You see again, look how much it moves in the braking. It's so satisfying to get right though. Third gear. They keep it in third again, use that torque. Got a nice amount of torque in this car, not as much as more than I thought we'd have. Again, just touching that curb on the inside is a beginner mistake. Just trying to eke out as much time as possible. Car behind is gaining, so whatever that is. Guy behind it is really wheeling it. Fourth gear through here, I want to go to third. Try not to run it off. There's a side understeer there, just showing its road car roots. Braking hard again. Back end wanting to come round, but you can just control it with that ABS and the rear wheel steer. Not so much through there though. Bit of a trouble zone for the car. Trying to get away in second gear is a bit of a chore, but you can manage it. Now third down here, brake early. Try and clip this curb on the inside. I don't. I just go very wide. Just slide it wide. They carry more speed through here than you think you can. Oh, I carried a bit too much speed there, but got through there just about. It's so difficult with that elevation change. You feel it in the wheel as you go up the hill. Just the way the weight transfers in the car. This thing's a bit tricky. Again, using the ABS, the line's a bit weird into there. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. Just trying to make up for that by cutting in onto the curb there. Just so easy. Like I said, the car moves around, so sometimes you'll brake and you end up on a completely different line as the one you meant. But that's down to you as a driver. You've got to account for that. I just didn't account for it there. Up into fifth gear. A bit of a break now. This is where I sort of separate the two sections of the course in my mind. There's the first sector, which ends pretty much here in my mind. Then we go on to the second sector, which is the difficult bit. Fourth gear, again, moving around, trying to carry the speed through there. So difficult because the tyres sometimes just don't grip or don't give you indication they're going to grip through there, and they just suddenly do, and you can make your way through. I was very wide through there as well. Again, trying to brake in a straight line. That's such a bitch of a corner. Always used to catch me out back in the days of Gran Turismo. Now for the Carousel. Second gear. Keep fighting, Michael. There you go, and then just smash the throttle when you're ready to get off. I think the guy behind is actually in another 911R, so nice little race so far between him and I. Gap sort of stayed the same. If anything, he's caught me a little bit. Oh, a little bit cheeky on the exit there. Actually ended up messing up my line into here, but we got away with it somehow. I thought we were going to have a massive crash then. Understeer through there again. Easy place to do it with the elevation change. And now, this is where third gear is MVP. Remember I said earlier in the lap where the second half of the course is just third gear. Here it is. Could change to fourth here, but I choose not to because I don't want to disrespect third gear with a flag ahead. That usually means trouble. A bit of a janky line through there, but we hit this apex, which is sort of the important one. Can't touch that curb on the inside, so easy to do. Now coming up to YouTube corner, this is where all the people crash in YouTube. We'll try not to do that. You can carry more speed through here than you think. This is where people get wrecked. There's a little bit of a change in elevation, change of camber. People just get caught out. Again, using third gear through here. Because what other gear will I choose? And finally we give up and take fourth. Brake before we go over the jump. Keep it in fourth for now. Just roll it through there. Maybe should have taken third gear, but fourth feels a little bit more stable. Try and predict the car sliding through the four-wheel slide. And down here as well, so easy to get the car wrong round here. Especially with these track day servers having very strict rules on off tracks and cutting tracks. We'll be very careful. Got to brake very early for this, a lot earlier than you think you do. Again, just touching that curb where I don't want to. Third gear there, you can really smash the throttle in third gear. You very rarely have any sort of issue there. Second Carousel, not quite as easy as the first. In between second and third through there, so I tend to take second. Sort of catching a little bit of traffic here, but it won't make any effort now. We're towards the end of the lap. I don't think it's going to be a particularly fast lap from me, but never use this with commentary. Come on. Oh, wide on the exit there. Horrible. Hate doing that. You want to be in fourth gear. By the time we're coming out that corner, I was way off that. And then under the gantry, that is our lap complete. And that is the Porsche 911R. It's hard to put into words like how good it is, really. I don't like to praise Assetto Corsa too much because I'm an R-Factor 2 fanboy. But this is really great, this car. It's so good. I know my 4C battle was clipping a bit there, so obviously that's something I can improve on. But if you have the third Porsche pack and sort of like me, you pick the big cars first, you pick the 917s, you pick the 908, you pick the GT3 car, go back to this, go back to the 911R. It's so worth your time, and I just find it super enjoyable. So guys, hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed the lap. I'm very hot and sweaty now because driving this thing is a handful. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button, of course. If you really like it, hit subscribe to be notified of future videos. As always guys, take care, have an awesome day, and I'll see you all next time.